Elijah, I would like you to talk to me about the mood ease.
Ah, okay. Can you put that one up on the screen also too? The formula, Scott, please.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how that came about.
Well, I mean, it's sort of similar to something else. I'm wanting to understand how I would decide that this one is
That's why I
appropriate
wanted to
as
play it.
opposed to
See the St. John's wort in there? Okay.
yes.
So you're going to see some of these things in my other formulas, Cedar Berries. Notice we used ashwagandha in here also
Yes.
too instead of astragalus. Dong
Yeah,
Quai.
that's the afternoon calming kind of for
Well, this is what
help
this
me
was for.
sleep, help me be less agitated.
Well, actually, it's for chronic depression, is what it is. There's a whole thing called serotonin uptake, which causes a lot of chronic depression. On that, that's what a lot of medications are for. There was a family member who had, well, a lot of depression. It was driving me insane on it. Well, actually, it was my wife who just told the story. It was just something she's had all her life, was a low-grade chronic depression. In the winter, when the days are short, it gets worse with it. And, it was something I never paid much attention to. But as time went on, it got worse and a little worse and a little worse. And the winters got pretty bad to the point of I'm going, can I do another one? Seriously. So I went, God, I love my wife so much. I absolutely adore her, and she's the most fantastic person. So I made this for the chronic depression with it. And from that end, as the cortisol eased for me, being a vet and growing up in a very abusive household with and having PTSD, that saved my marriage from my end. This saved the marriage from her end.
Ah,
So this formula is very dear to my heart with it. It's a very interesting formula because we solve the serotonin uptake problem. Now, the thing you got to be careful with bringing more serotonin in the body that you don't create a serotonin syndrome. When that happens, then that creates a whole other problem. But the formula is pretty smart, and it never does that. It never creates too much of this. What it also does is it neutralizes certain neurotoxins in the body which are caused by the whole depressive mood. You'll see that there's a base built into that looks a little similar, as you mentioned, to the cortisol formula. It also works with nerve synapse and so on. It's a very fast worker. Great story. We had a patient in the clinic who was really chronically depressed for years on meds. I said, would you like to try the formula? Our doctors worked with her. Beautiful woman, lovely, lovely woman, but she couldn't get out of the depression. She tried the Moody's. When she came in 2 weeks later, I swear, it was the first time I've ever seen her smile in the years that I've known her. She's off all meds. She did that with her doctor. We never tell a person do anything with your meds. A, we're not knowledgeable, we're not trained for that, and B, it's not even legal. So we never mention meds to anyone. If anything with that, we always advise people strongly, please go to your doctor and work with your doctor with this. They will know how the best possible way to do this. We don't, I don't, and, well, whatever. So we've seen this actually change people's lives, on it. It's a fast worker. Like many of the formulas are, but if you're on medication on this, check with your doctor. It says right on the label, do not combine, all those kind of things. Go to your doctor and talk with them about it. But we've had a number of people be able to get off their meds on their own with their doctors with that, and then stay on this for some time, and it helps to re-regulate your system.
all right. Elijah, people often talk about depression and anxiety in the same sentence.
Uh-huh.
Is this one or both?
Well, it depends what the cause of the anxiety is. When people are depressed, they're often anxious about it. It's a
Well, that too. But, people sort of tend to flip from one to the other or be fearful of the world and then not wanting to touch the world or withdraw from it.
Well, I would say try it and see what happens.
All right.
It's hard to say. Again, there's a number of things that can cause anxiety. Sometimes you just need a Nervine or an antispasmodic herb. The nervous system is weak on it. It's not firing correctly.
All right.
So
Okay.
most of the
Good.
people I know, though, with
We'll
chronic
talk to
depression,
them about that. So,
yeah.
all right, let's stop it here. Thank you very much. Mood ease, wonderful serotonin supplementation. Think of it that way.